Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that can literally change your financial future. It's a simple concept, yet so powerful that it separates those who constantly feel broke from those who build lasting wealth and peace of mind. We're talking about mastering your money with 3 core systems. Let's get into it. Imagine 2 people. Let's call them Alex and Ben. At the start of the month, they both get paid the exact same amount. Alex thinks, great, time to pay rent, grab those new sneakers I've been eyeing, go out with friends, and maybe see what's left to save. By the end of the month, Alex looks at their bank account and surprise, it's nearly empty. The thought of saving gets pushed to next month and the cycle continues. Alex feels like they're running on a treadmill, working hard but getting nowhere. Now, let's look at Ben. Ben also gets paid. But the very first thing Ben does, before paying a single bill or buying a coffee, is move a set portion of that paycheck into a separate savings account. After that, Ben pays for rent, groceries, and plans for fun with the money that's left. By the end of the month, Ben has met all their obligations, enjoyed life, and, most importantly, their savings have grown. Ben feels in control, secure, and optimistic about the future. This is the golden rule of personal finance. Pay yourself first. It's a fundamental shift in mindset. You stop treating savings as an afterthought, as the scraps left over after spending. Instead, you prioritize your future self. You decide that your financial goals are more important than impulsive purchases. Saving isn't a punishment. It's a reward you give yourself for your hard work. It's you, investing in you. The mantra is simple. Save before you spend, not after. So, how do you practically implement this? A fantastic guideline is the 50-30-20 rule. It's a simple, effective way to divide your after-tax income. 50% goes towards your needs. This includes things you absolutely must pay for to live, like rent or mortgage, utilities, groceries, and essential transportation. Next, 30% is allocated for your wants. This is the fun stuff: dining out, hobbies, streaming subscriptions, vacations, that new gadget. And the crucial part, 20% goes straight to savings and debt repayment. This is you paying yourself first. The beauty of this rule is its flexibility. Maybe your numbers are 60-20, or maybe you're really aggressive with your goals and you're at 40-20. The exact percentages can be adjusted to your life. The principle remains the same. A significant chunk of your income is automatically designated for your future before you get a chance to spend it on something else. And technology makes this easier than ever. Most banking apps allow you to set up automatic transfers. You can schedule it so that the day after you get paid, 20% of your income is automatically moved from your checking account to a high-yield savings account. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to rely on willpower. You said it once, and the system does the work for you. It's out of sight, out of mind, and quietly building your wealth in the background. Now, you might be asking, where should that first bit of savings go? This brings us to our second critical system, building your emergency fund. Life is unpredictable. One day everything is going smoothly, and the next, you're hit with a massive, unexpected expense. The car breaks down and needs a $1,000 repair. A medical emergency lands you with a huge bill. Or worst of all, you unexpectedly lose your job. These aren't just hypotheticals, they are real-life situations that happen to people every single day. Without a safety net, these events can trigger a catastrophic financial spiral. You might be forced to rack up high-interest credit card debt, take out a predatory loan, or even sell your assets. Just to stay afloat, the stress is immense and it can set you back years on your financial journey. This is where your emergency fund comes in. It is your financial shield, your first line of defense against life's storms. It's a dedicated pool of money, saved for one purpose and one purpose only: to cover unexpected, essential expenses. It's not for a vacation, it's not for a down payment on a house, it is your peace of mind fund. The standard recommendation is to save 3 to 6 months worth of essential living expenses. Let's be clear, that's expenses, not income. Calculate how much you need each month for your absolute needs: housing, food, utilities, insurance, transportation. Then multiply that by 3 to 6. So if your essential monthly expenses are $2,000, your target emergency fund will be between $6,000 and $12,000. Building it might seem daunting, but you start small. That automatic transfer we talked about, direct it into a dedicated emergency fund account. Even if you can only put away $50 or $100 a month, start there. You'll be amazed at how quickly it grows. Seeing that balance increase month after month provides an incredible sense of security and stability. Having this fund in place changes everything. When that unexpected car repair bill comes, the feeling isn't panic. It's annoyance, sure, but it's not a crisis. You know you have the money set aside to handle it. You can pay the bill and then focus on replenishing your fund. You're in control. Your emergency fund is your first and most important layer of financial protection. It's what allows you to handle life's curveballs without derailing your entire life. Okay, so we're paying ourselves first, and we're building our emergency fund. What's next? This leads us to our third system, the one that ties it all together: a comprehensive budgeting system. I know, the word budget can make some people groan. It sounds restrictive, like a financial diet where you can't have any fun. But I want you to reframe that. A budget isn't about restriction, it's about intention. It's not about telling yourself no. It's about empowering yourself to say yes to the things that truly matter to you. A budget is simply a plan for your money. It gives every single dollar a job. Without a plan, your money just disappears. You get to the end of the month and wonder where it all went. With a budget, you are the boss. You decide where your money goes. This is how you find true financial peace. Money brings peace when it is planned. So how do you create one? First, you need to track your spending. For 1 month, track every single penny. Use a notebook, a spreadsheet, or one of the many amazing budgeting apps out there. This can be an eye-opening experience. You might be shocked to see how much you're spending on daily coffees, subscriptions you forgot you had, or takeout. Once you know where your money is going, you can create your plan. Using the 50-30-20 rule as a starting point, you can create categories: rent, bills, groceries, transport, savings, entertainment, personal care, and so on. Assign a dollar amount to each category based on your income and your goals. This is your roadmap for the month. Modern budgeting apps make this process incredibly simple. They can link directly to your bank accounts and credit cards, automatically categorizing your transactions. You can see your spending in real time with visual aids like pie charts and bar graphs. You can see at a glance if you're overspending in one category and adjust accordingly. The real power of budgeting comes from the monthly review. At the end of each month, sit down and look at your budget versus your actual spending. Where did you stick to the plan? Where did you go over? Don't judge yourself. Just observe. Maybe you need to allocate more money to groceries. Or maybe you can cut back on dining out to put more towards your savings goal. This is a dynamic process. Your budget will evolve as your life and priorities change. But with each passing month, you'll get better and better at it. You'll see your savings rate go up. You'll see your debt go down. You'll see that month-to-month improvement chart ticking upwards, and it is one of the most motivating feelings in the world. So, let's recap the 3 systems. First, pay yourself first. Make saving your top priority, not an afterthought. Automate it. Second, build your emergency fund. Create a safety net of 3 to 6 months of expenses to protect you from life's surprises. This is your foundation of financial stability. And third, implement a budgeting system. Create a plan for your money to ensure you're using it intentionally to build the life you want. These 3 systems work together in a powerful synergy. Paying yourself first fuels your emergency fund and other savings goals. Your budget tells you how much you can afford to save and where the rest of your money should go. And your emergency fund protects your budget and your savings from being derailed by the unexpected. Taking control of your finances is one of the most empowering things you can do. It reduces stress, creates opportunities, and gives you the freedom to live life on your own terms. It doesn't happen overnight, but by implementing these 3 simple systems, you are laying the groundwork for a secure and prosperous future. You can do this. Today, we are tackling a monster that lives in all our pockets and on all our screens: impulse spending. You know the feeling. You're scrolling, minding your own business, and bam! An ad pops up for something you never knew you needed, but suddenly can't live without. A click, a tap, and it's on its way. That rush of excitement is real, but so is the buyer's remorse that often follows. We've all been there. We see our friends with the latest gadgets, the trendiest clothes, and that little voice in our head whispers, "You deserve that too." Social media is designed to do exactly this. It's a highlight reel, a constant stream of curated perfection that makes us feel like we're missing out. Every post, every story can be a trigger, making us want to buy our way into that picture-perfect life. But here's the secret: that life isn't built on impulse buys. It's often built on a mountain of debt and financial stress. Imagine 2 people. One sees a flashy new speaker and buys it instantly. The other sees the same speaker, feels the same desire, but stops. They tell themselves, "I'll wait 24 hours. If I still want it tomorrow, I'll think about it then." This is the 24-hour rule, and it's your first line of defense against impulse buys. It gives your logical brain time to catch up with your emotional one. More often than not, after a day, the urgency is gone. You realize you didn't really need it. You just wanted the quick dopamine hit of a new purchase. This brings us to a crucial point. Don't buy your emotions. Feeling sad, bored, or stressed. It's so easy to open a shopping app and fill that void with stuff. But it's a temporary fix. The package arrives, the initial joy fades, and you're left with the same feelings. Plus a lighter wallet. Instead of shopping, try calling a friend, going for a walk, or diving into a hobby. Address the real feeling. Don't just put a consumerist band-aid on it. Think of it like this: every time you resist an impulse purchase, you're not just saving a few bucks. You are casting a vote for your future self. You're choosing long-term financial freedom over short-term gratification. Resisting those tempting ads isn't about deprivation, it's about empowerment. It's about telling your money where to go, instead of wondering where it went. I've heard stories of people literally cutting up their credit cards to stop the cycle. While that's a bit extreme, the sentiment is powerful. It represents a decision to break free. The modern equivalent might be deleting shopping apps from your phone, unsubscribing from marketing emails, or using tools that help you track your spending. It's about creating friction, making it harder to spend mindlessly and easier to spend mindfully. True financial discipline isn't about having a broken credit card. It's about having a smart plan that your credit card serves, not the other way around. The ultimate moral here is simple but profound. You need to control your money, so it doesn't end up controlling you. So, you've mastered the art of saying no to impulse buys. You've saved that extra cash. What now? Let it sit in a bank account. No. This is where the real magic happens. This is where you turn defense into offense. We're talking about investing. The moment you get your salary, before you pay for anything else, you should pay yourself first. This doesn't mean going on a shopping spree. It means allocating a portion of your income directly to your investments. This is the single most powerful habit you can build for wealth creation. I want you to picture your money as a tiny seed. If you spend it, it's gone forever. But if you plant it, if you invest it, that seed can grow. At first, it's just a small sprout. You might not see much progress. It's not exciting. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. But with time, water, and sunlight, or in our case, time, consistency, and compound interest, that sprout grows into a sapling and eventually into a massive, fruit-bearing tree. This tree represents your financial security. Its shade is your retirement, and its fruit is the freedom to live life on your own terms. So, where do you plant these seeds? For most people, things like low-cost stock market index funds are a fantastic place to start. Don't be intimidated by the charts and jargon. The concept is simple. Instead of trying to pick individual winning stocks, you're buying a tiny piece of the entire market. As the economy grows over the long term, so is your investment. We're not looking for a chart that shoots straight up overnight. We're looking for a chart that trends upward, slowly and steadily, over years and decades. You can also diversify. Think about other assets like mutual funds, which are managed portfolios of stocks and bonds. You can even consider physical assets like gold, which can act as a safe haven during uncertain economic times. And please, do not forget about your retirement plans like a 401k or an IRA. These often come with tax advantages and sometimes even employer matching. That's literally free money. Ignoring this is like leaving cash on the table. Now, how do you invest consistently without trying to time the market? The answer is a beautiful strategy called dollar cost averaging. It sounds complex, but it's incredibly simple. You just invest a fixed amount of money at regular intervals, say $100 every month, regardless of what the market is doing. When the market is high, your $100 buys fewer shares. When the market is low, your same $100 buys more shares. Over time, this strategy smooths out the bumps and lowers your average cost per share. It takes emotion completely out of the equation. You're not panic selling when prices drop or greedily buying when they peak. You're just a machine, consistently planting your seeds. Month after month, year after year, this is the key takeaway for today. Wealth is built slowly, not instantly. It's the result of hundreds of small, smart decisions made over a long period of time. It's the latte you didn't buy, the gadget you waited a month for, and the $50 you invested instead. Each decision is a brick. By itself, it's just a brick. But lay them consistently, one after another, and you will build a fortress of financial security. Start today. Make a budget. Identify one impulse buy you can cut out. Set up an automatic transfer to an investment account, even if it's just $20 to start. The amount doesn't matter as much as the habit. Take control of your finances, plant your seeds, and be patient. Your future self will thank you for it. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Let's talk about something that so many of us deal with, but often in silence: debt. It can feel like this massive, crushing weight, right? You look at your credit card bills stacking up, the loan statements piling on, and it just feels overwhelming. It's like being tangled in a giant chain where every link is another payment, another worry. That stress can seep into every part of your life, making it hard to sleep, hard to focus, and even harder to enjoy the good things. But what if I told you there's a way to break those chains, one link at a time? Today, we're going to dive into the powerful, strategic methods for tackling debt that have helped millions of people find financial freedom. The snowball method and the avalanche method. These aren't just abstract theories. They're practical roadmaps to get you from feeling stressed and trapped to feeling peaceful and in control. Let's start with the debt snowball method. Think of it like rolling a small snowball down a hill. It starts tiny, but as it rolls, it picks up more snow and gets bigger and bigger, gaining momentum. This method is all about psychology and building momentum through quick wins. Here's how it works. You list all of your debts from the smallest balance to the largest, regardless of the interest rates. You continue to make the minimum payments on all of them, but you throw every extra dollar you can find at that smallest debt. Imagine you have a small credit card bill of $500, a personal loan of $2,000, and a car loan of $10,000. With the snowball method, you'd focus all your firepower on that $500 credit card. Maybe you find an extra $100 in your budget each month. You pour that onto the smallest debt. In just 5 months, boom, that first debt is completely gone. The feeling of eliminating an entire debt is incredibly motivating. It gives you a shot of confidence and proves to yourself that you can do this. Now, you take the money you were paying on that clear debt, the minimum payment plus that extra $100, and you roll it over to the next smallest debt, the $2,000 personal loan. Your payment snowball just got bigger. You're now attacking that second debt with a much larger payment each month, so it disappears faster than you thought possible. You repeat this process, rolling all your freed up cash onto the next debt in line until you're left with just one final giant snowball of a payment to obliterate your largest debt. The snowball method is fantastic for staying motivated, because those early victories keep your spirits high. Now, let's talk about the other strategy, the debt avalanche method. This one is for the number crunchers, the people who want the most mathematically efficient path. The avalanche method focuses on interest rates. Instead of listing your debts by size, you list them from the highest interest rate to the lowest. Just like before, you make the minimum payments on everything, but all your extra cash goes directly to the debt with the highest interest rate. Why? Because high interest debt costs you the most money over time. By tackling it first, you save the maximum amount on interest payments. Let's use our same example. Say that $2,000 personal loan has a 20% interest rate, while the $500 credit card is at 15% and the car loan is at 5%. It might take a bit longer to get your first win compared to the snowball method. You won't get that quick psychological boost of clearing a debt right away. But over the entire course of your debt-free journey, the avalanche method will almost always save you more money and interest. It requires a bit more discipline and a long-term perspective, but the financial payoff can be significant. So, which one is right for you? It's a personal choice. If you need quick wins to stay motivated, the snowball method is your best friend. If you're driven by pure numbers and want to save the most money possible, the avalanche method is the way to go. The most important thing is to pick one, commit to it, and start. The best plan is the one you can actually stick with. Now, getting out of debt is only half the battle. The real goal is to build a life where debt doesn't control you anymore. This is where we shift from just paying off the past to building a beautiful future. Freedom from debt truly means freedom in life. It means you get to decide where your money goes. It's about spending smartly so you can live fully. Imagine this: instead of your paycheck vanishing into interest payments, it's funding a weekend trip with your family. It's paying for a pottery class you've always wanted to take. It's going into a savings account for a down payment on a house. It's about creating a happy, balanced lifestyle where your money serves you, not the other way around. This isn't about deprivation, it's about intentionality. You can still have fun. You just need to budget for it. Allocating a specific amount for fun spending each month means you can enjoy life guilt-free, knowing your financial goals are still on track. So how do we make this happen? It starts with one simple, powerful habit: tracking your money. You need to know where every single dollar is going. Use an app, a spreadsheet, or a simple notebook, whatever works for you. At the end of each month, do a monthly review. Look at your spending. Where did you do well? Where can you improve? This isn't about judging yourself. It's about learning and growing. Knowledge is power, and knowing your financial habits is the first step to changing them. Once you know where your money is going, you can start telling it where to go. This is where planning comes in. Sit down with a notebook and map out your financial future. Create a vision board, either a physical one or a digital one. What do you want your life to look like in 5 years? 10 years? Put up pictures of that dream house, the car you want to own, the business you want to start, the places you want to travel. Make your goals visual and exciting. This vision board will be your why. It will be the motivation that keeps you going when you're tempted to overspend or feel discouraged. Building this new life requires confidence and discipline. The confidence comes from seeing your progress watch and those debt balances shrink, seeing your savings grow, and knowing you are in control. The discipline is built day by day, choice by choice. It's choosing to cook at home instead of ordering takeout so you can put that extra money toward your car fund. It's pausing before a purchase and asking, does this align with my vision board? Slowly but surely, you'll transform your relationship with money. It will stop being a source of stress and become a tool for building the life you've always dreamed of. You'll go from that tired, stressed person worried about bills to a peaceful, confident individual who is designing their own future. Remember, money is not for stress, it's for life. Your journey to financial freedom starts today with one small, intentional step. Track, learn, grow, and watch as your dreams start to become your reality. Thanks for watching today. If this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content on building a life you love. We'll see you in the next one.